Hey everybody, it's Adino MC and we are back with another episode of CrispyCraft. Building the tower was my last episode, and well, last couple of days I kind of went overboard. So yeah, I'm going to show you some of the stuff I built. I've explained before that I can't record during the day, but I like to play during the day, so I got a bunch done. So had some spoon moments, and I'll explain those in a minute. But for now, let's have a look at this massive, monstrosity that I am starting to build. Any of my fellow, Minecrafters from 1B 1T will remember seeing seeing this at some point. Yeah, it's changed a lot. This time obviously it's made out of quartz, but I showed you a picture of what it looked like before, and that was in a desert biome. This is out in the middle of the ocean. But yeah, I've put 2 floors on this thing, done a lot of little detailing and whatnot. So far so good. The only thing that I don't really care much for is that chandelier. I don't like it. It's gonna get changed. I just don't know to what yet. But today we're gonna be working down there. So, spoon moments. Alright, let me get back up here. So, when I was building this first floor, I was thinking, yeah, I got my measurements all right. I got my helix stairs going up and whatnot, and I measured it all out. I'm like, cool, okay, I know how high I need to go. So I built it all up and detailed it all out, and I started building the next floor. Well, when I started building the next floor, I realized that I built it 1 block too high. Now, I know to some of you that might not seem like a big deal, but when you're doing a build this size and you want everything to be, symmetrical and perfect, 1 block will really tear the whole freaking build to pieces. So I had to rip it all down, and it was one of those all out, and it was one of those moments where, you're just like, yeah, that. Well, so let's get down to some business here. For those of you guys that remember the old 1B1T server, the 1B1T.xyz, I would like to try and find some way to resurrect that, because I really miss it. The old crew, some of them have joined us here, like Cast was on here for a little while. Maven made an appearance or 2. Bob Fitz is on here every once in a while. He's actually my base mate out here, but he hasn't been on for at least a couple of weeks, I think. So, yeah. With that, let's kind of crack on with this. So I got some wood, glowstone, some bone meal, a bunch of leaves, and some pathway blocks. Excuse me. So we're going to transform this area around here into like a nature zone. We'll build some nice cool stuff, and we got, the water and stuff here, which I apparently didn't fill all the way in. But still got to put some sea lanterns and stuff in there, but well, I kind of got to go to my farm and farm more, because yeah, I used quite a few of them in the upper floor construction and down here, and yeah, pretty much out. I've only got a couple of them left. So let's grab a couple of stacks of logs here, grab some leaves. So grab one of these. Let's see here. Well, actually, maybe we should probably do the pathways first. I don't know. I'm gonna pause for a second so I can kind of give this a little bit of thought, and then we'll be right back, and I'll hopefully have some form of thing lined out where we could just kind of go straight into building. So yeah, give me just a couple of minutes. All right, guys, I kind of got some stuff laid out. Do a path along this line of torches here. I know it might be a little difficult to see parts of it because of the other torches, but we're gonna get all those torches are gonna be gone by the time it's all done. So we'll do a pathway along this line of torches here. All these logs here are gonna eventually be trees, and maybe we'll do like a little like pool or something in here somewhere with like some rocks and, you know, a few other little natural details, you know, that kind of thing. So with that, let's kind of crack on with it. So we'll start with this tree here, kind of make it I didn't want to take both of them. Kind of do this and not like that. There we go. So there's that. Bring this up a little bit. How tall is that? That is 3, 4. Yeah, 4. So we'll do one more. Okay, back there to the ground. Okay, one goes this way. Alright, and this way. And one off the same one here. I'll not do that. So this one's actually going to be a small tree. So grab some leaves. All right. So trees are kind of something that takes a little bit of, I guess, finesse, to make. I haven't quite gotten the hang of it yet. I still have a long way to go before I can make nice natural looking trees without you know, the aid of other things like one of the big willow tree I used a blueprint to build the big one that was in the fortress in season 1. Yeah, I used a blueprint to build that. The one at spawn I actually built though, and that was after I did the one there at the fortress, so I had a little bit to go on as far as that goes. There, alright. So now we need to get back up on top of that. So I'll have to go up here and kind of fly to get over to it. Ah, shoot. Kill that guy. Shush, dogs. Alright. Let's fly. Oh, can land on it. Ah, sweet. First try. I think I'm getting kind of good at that. Start covering up some of this stuff. Go. Right there. I think that looks alright, at least from up here. I don't think mobs can spawn on leaves, but I guess we'll find out. There's one little tree. It's going to kind of bleed into this one. We'll make this one a little bit bigger, I think, so we'll actually have the trunk be... We'll do that. Bring this out over here. This right there. And... that right there. Alright, so that can come up one. Put these up. These up. Alright. Okay, so take this down by one. Alright. So, come down here a little bit. Alright, yeah, I can work with that. So we'll have a branch coming out this way, so it kind of hangs out over the tree, over this other tree a little bit, so it blends. I can get to that. No, I can't. this way. That should be far enough for that. I'm probably going to do this one more, and then I'll go through and knock out the trees and whatnot. That way the trees are done, and we can start working on the path and some of the other little details, just for the sake of time, because I know sitting here watching me place the same block over and over and over again, doing the same style of stuff every single time, can get super freaking boring. So, you know, that we'll kind of take care of that with kind of minimizing the amount that you guys have to sit here and watch me do that. So, all right, back to this. So actually, while I'm up here, you know what? Dynamic lighting is awesome. If you guys don't have it yet, you probably should think about using Optifine, because it really makes a difference in being able to see. I'm pretty sure my lighting is set to moody, just because to get the full effect of the tower, you really got to have your lighting set to moody. So no, there we go. All right, so yeah, plus I don't want my computer to decide to overheat in the middle of a freaking video again, so it kind of makes it to where if I do the progress update route, instead of just recording every little detail, it kind of makes it to where, you know, my computer can have a little bit of a break with the fan going on it, so that way it doesn't overheat and die and, you know, piss me off, and then I decide I don't want to do the video anymore for now, and then I get a whole bunch of other shit done, and then yeah, it's better this way for everybody, I think. All right, so we can drop down on here, put that there, 4, take that down. All right, that's actually kind of neat looking, at least I think so. Oh, I can place this without jumping, at least on here. All right, so we got this one. Bring that down to there, that right there. Yeah, it's kind of an odd shaped tree, but it works. It does the trick. You know what I'm saying? I picked up a sapling. All right. Got one more stack of leaves on me. Good thing I brought extras with me, because running out of stuff when you're trying to build something really sucks. All right, so there's that. I'll bring that down so I can get to it later. And now I just got this limb right here to kind of finish up. And then I'll pause the video feed for the time being so I can get this done. Hopefully, once I get a little bit more powerful of a computer, I can start live streaming, which would make things a little funner, at least in my opinion. I think they'd be a little funner. Just do a couple live streams just to kind of see how it is and whatnot. I've tried to do a few, but they really suck. I couldn't get my sound quality to hold. Sorry about the squeaky chair. It needs to be freaking oiled or something. I don't fucking know. Language, sorry. But, yeah, I'd like to do some live streams. I've tried a couple. Didn't work out so well because my computer sucks. I can't keep the video quality to go. My sound quality was shit because, my fan was having to be on, and yeah, it was just dumb. So it wasn't exactly the funnest thing for me to do, which, you know, if it's not fun, why do it, you know? There we go. Step step back here and take a look. All right, drag this one down just a little. Put that right there, and that tree's done. So I don't know. I might make a few modifications to the details, just to kind of make them look a little bit better. You know, maybe make some of the trunk a little crooked or something like that. You know, I don't know. I will give it some thought, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so when I checked the video length, we were already at over 15 minutes, so I just went ahead and did all of this. So I'm not really sure about this area here. I want to do a little bit of changing. I just needed something to light the area up, and it would kind of work-ish. So it's going to get changed out, and there's going to be more added to this. I'm just not sure what yet, so I'm going to do a little bit of, you know, thinking on that. So I added all the trees in. We'll kind of run through here. I did the same style of path as I did on CrispyCraft Season 1. I would have done that up by the mesa, but it just doesn't fit as well up there. So I made the custom trees. I did the bone mealing and all the other stuff. One thing that I've kind of figured out, flowers are kind of choppy, like that right there. That drew, you know, I saw that from a long ways off. So strategically placed flowers, those are okay. Just massively bone mealing everything, yeah, don't do that. You know, go through, thin out a little bit, like that's a little thick, so I'll go through and I'll break out a couple of these guys here. You know, now it's not looking as overgrown. It's just little tiny details, you know, going into things. So I've got the glowstone under the leaves and whatnot for lighting, the torches up here to kind of help that out a little bit. Got the trees hanging over my head, you know, the pathway goes through. A couple more trees. I built a really big one over there just to kind of use up some of the wood that I had left. I might put another little pathway area over here. I haven't quite decided that yet. But, oh, sorry, you're kind of late here. But yeah, this part down here is essentially done. Like, I'm pretty much done down here except for that centerpiece, which I haven't figured out what I wanted to do with that yet. So I'll have to come back to that. I gotta do some more lighting stuff down here so that I can get rid of all these torches. I'm just not sure what to do exactly. A lot of natural light gets in from the outside, but if mobs spawn in here, you know, you're gonna end up with a tower of trials instead of a, you know, home. But you guys have seen the outside and all the other good stuff. I haven't been up here on the second floor yet with you guys, so I'll take a step up here. This is the second floor so far. Okay, I've got banners from the original base mates from when this tower was originally conceived. So this one belonged to Sculler G. This one, I believe, was Charm's original banner. His was pretty unimaginative at the time. This one here was Toxic Zombie. And this one over here was the Maven. So they were all my base mates at 1B1T. So, you know, and their banners were a part of the original tower, and they, you know, I figured I'd allow that to continue on, you know, because, well, it was just as much their build as mine. They helped me gather a lot of the materials and, you know, help critique some of the designs so that I can work out some of the kinks, you know, all that good stuff. So, and then, yeah, this is what's going to be the third floor up here, but it hasn't been started yet, so, and I can't get out that, so, why is that there? That should not be there. So, yeah, wander back down the stairs here. That works too. I think this floor is actually going to be a storage. It's just going to be manual storage, like shelves and whatnot. I have to figure out a lighting area thing for that in there too. I remember on 1B, kept getting creepers and shit spawning on the different various floors. Got really annoying when you'd walk down the stairs and there was a creeper around the corner and just blows up half the floor. It's like, shit. I gotta do like all over again. Quite annoying, but yeah, this is it so far. And pretty much everything that I just did down there, we're gonna do up here as well. But I don't know, I might work on that a bit tomorrow, and then, or maybe sometime or another before my next video. And then my next video, I should have maybe that done, and then maybe a floor or two, and then we'll start putting in things like the storage shed, and the library, and the brewing area, and so on and so forth, all the way up. So yeah, and then at the top, I've got plans. So I've got to get some more stuff figured out, do a little bit of practicing in creative mode, all that good stuff. It'll come out really good when it's all said and done, I think. So yeah. No, let me know what you think down in the comments of so far. I see people watching, don't get no comments. Very much like to have some comments. So I know there's going to be a couple of you that's going to be a smart ass. By all means, do so. Make me laugh. But if you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more of this right here behind me, then hit the subscribe button, because there's going to be a lot more of this behind me. So yeah, if you didn't like the video, hit the dislike button, and then tell me why down in the comments, please. So with that, I'm going to bed. It's late. Have a good one, guys.